Do you know how to do CPR?
Yeah, so I was a lifeguard, so we had to do it.
Oh yeah.
So
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
luckily, I always stop those little fuckers before they stop breathing.
Did you ever have to like do it? to
No,
someone,
God
or-
no, no. You don't. You'd know which kids were going to drown right before they walked in. 100%.
Why?
I wish I was joking.
How do you know?
Okay. I may as well just tell stories about being a lifeguard because there's just so many.
Yeah.
So basically, whilst I was working at McDonald's, I wanted to be a lifeguard because, well, I could swim.
It's a good start.
I was a really strong swimmer, and there was a course that I did that took about a week, and it was really weird to have to do because I had to sacrifice a week of school vacation. So I only had 1 week, and I spent it learning how to be a lifeguard. I paid like $400, and then I couldn't get a job for like a year and a half because they were all like, "Yeah, you don't have experience." Because I was like 17.
Right. That catch-22.
Yeah, right. I was like, oh, they don't hire me. But eventually, because it paid really well. At the time, McDonald's paid me £4.10 an hour, which is this much in dollars, and the lifeguarding paid £9.10 an hour.
Oh wow.
Which at the time,
Dude, that's a minted job,
bro,
Yeah.
but the thing was you had to have a week of training, you had to pay for it all.
That's
you
a
had to,
double shift at McDonald's right there.
Yeah.
And is on paper, it looks like an easy ass job because all you have to do is sit there for 30 minutes and then you get a 20-minute break. And then you sit there for 30 minutes,
Yeah.
you get a 20-minute break. And that was it, basically.
Yeah.
But when you're new, they put you on at least mine did, they put me on the shifts where it was kids' birthday parties. And like, because my mum swam at that pool, and they never put me on the shift with the old people because old people don't drown.
Yeah.
Old people know because they swim.
know their limits.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
they all go to the swimming club all the time, and it's they're not going to, and apart from like freak accidents, which never happened, and like people don't drown in pools in the UK. The year that I became a lifeguard, 0 people died from pools in the UK.
Well, that's good.
So this doesn't happen. Why are you laughing, Melly? Until I started the job. But like, okay, so have you ever seen those floats that take up all the pool?
Oh,
Right.
like
Yeah,
all the
yeah,
lanes and stuff? Or
The whole pool. It's like a big inflatable.
I've never seen
Yeah,
that.
I've seen those.
You never seen these? You seen these, Maylene? You ever seen these? Google it. Like it's like a picture on screen. Literally, they're these massive kind of like total wipeout-esque courses
Right.
that you can inflate, and they take up the whole pool. And if you fall off, you fall in the water.
Oh, that
It's
sounds
great.
fun as
Dude,
fuck.
It's bad. It was when I was a kid. I loved the kid who.
That sounds like a trash day special waiting to happen, isn't it?
It's like imagine like a bouncy house on water.
That sounds fun as fuck. What
No,
the fuck?
dude, it is. It's
Bouncy
literally
house.
Imagine a total wipeout obstacle course on water, dude. It's bad. Dude. When I was 12, I loved this shit.
Can we do that?
Dude, we can. Yeah, we
I
can
want
rent out
it.
a pool somewhere.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Go back to the UK. We'll go and rent one.
yeah.
So like you could basically for kids' birthday parties, there'd be like a 5 or 6 year old who'd rent it out. Now,
Yeah.
problem is with kids' birthday parties is that not every parent thinks that kids need to be taught how to swim.
Right.
I think because parents forget that kids need to be taught how to swim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you just take it for granted. So what ends up happening is obviously it's a birthday party. Everyone invites their whole class. Now half the kids in the class don't know how to swim.
Yeah.
But they still are invited and go anyway.
Yeah.
So, I'd be sitting there on my thing and I can tell immediately which one of these kids can't swim. Yeah, they look like that, Jay.
Oh, that looks fun as fuck. What
Yeah,
the hell?
Yeah.
So they'd be like
Next special.
it'd be like a climbing thing, and then you have to go through pylons and there's a slide at the end.
Yeah.
Now you could tell immediately when you look at these kids which couldn't swim. They just had a look in their eyes where they were like, fuck. I've never been in this before. What do I do? And
That's a big like thing of water.
because they're also, kids are like that thing where like most kids have like a built-in like danger system.
Yeah,
Where they're
yeah,
like,
of course.
Yeah.
like it's like heights, right? Kids know that they're scared of heights. Kids know that water is like weird and scary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the kids that run in it right away, normally like they can swim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so you'd be doing this thing, right? And there'd be kids. And then you'd see this kid, and you just tell again. You can tell he doesn't look confident, right? His
Yeah.
technique's poor. Looking at the water, really scared.
Like toe first, right?
Yeah.
Into the water, yeah.
And so they'd climb on this thing, and bear in mind, it starts at the shallow end and it goes to the deep end,
Right,
where
right.
you get off.
Right.
And then we're talking like, I don't know, like 2 meters deep.
Yeah.
No, more than that. It's like
3 meters?
5 meters deep.
5 meters.
5 meters deep at the pool I worked at.
That's pretty fucking deep
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
for a kid's
That's like a
pool.
diving
So these
pool.
kids,
Yeah.
these kids would just walk, right? And then they'd get to the end of this obstacle course, and you could see it that they were like, "What do I do?" Everyone else is going down this slide,
Yeah.
and they're being egged on by their friends, and they just
Yeah.
go down the slide, and they would just go down.
This is sink.
They just sank. They didn't come back up. They just wouldn't come back up.
Fucking
And you
hell.
wait like 2 seconds just to like make sure, just to make sure they don't come back up.
Yeah.
And then you have 2 choices. You can either jump in, or you can get a really long pole and like poke them with it. and hope they
Get up.
well, normally
I just hope they're still alive.
so what I mean, basically, if a kid was splashing around, be like, you just give him a pole, and he'll grab.
Oh,
onto
like
it.
grab onto it.
Because
Right,
they'll
right,
grab
right,
on. They'll
right.
grab
Yeah.
onto
Yeah.
anything, right? But if they don't swim, and they just sink, which is like, fuck. It's
Yeah.
like, I gotta fucking go in. So then I have to go in, and this should happen like 3 or 4 times, sometimes in like one session.
Fucking hell.
Because these kids are just terrible. And I would go and jump in. I would get a kid. I'd be
Yeah.
like, what are you doing? Stop. Don't go near the deep end.
Yeah.
And then he would go. And he would go near it again. And I'd blow the whistle back. What are you doing? And then I look away for a second. I look back. He's at the deep end again. Jumps in. Drowns again. I have to go in and get him. And I tell his parents off. And his parents have a go at me and complain to my manager saying that it's not my place to tell her what to teach her kids. And I'm like, it's not my place. I could just let your kid drown, huh? See what happens then. She went like full Karen mode on me. Tried to get me fired because I bollocked her in front of her. Like,
What?
parents.
Because you saved their kid?
Because I went, after I saved his kid twice, I held his hand and I was like, come, where's your mum? Show me where your mum is. And then we went to his mum.
Where's your mum?
I was like, what are you doing? I was like, why are you letting this kid into this pool without any armbands or anything? And she's like,
Like,
oh.
didn't have any floaties or anything?
Yeah, why would? That's
So-
what I thought. Why
so-
didn't they have armbands?
Yeah.
Right? You know what her reason was? She was like, I don't want him to feel like he's like, you know, the weird one, the one who can't swim. And I'm like,
But he is the
I'm
one who
like-
can't
I'm like,
swim.
that's because he can't swim. He will fucking drown. Do you understand how this works? Like, I'm like, did you ever teach him how to swim? No. I'm like, why are you letting him do this? This is really irresponsible. And then I just left. And this was in front of all her friends because they had like a viewing balcony.
Yeah.
And then she complained saying, I didn't need to do that in front of all her friends. It was really inappropriate of me. And I'm like, I'm sorry, but like, how you saw your kid drown once and thought, oh, I'll let him keep swimming.
Yeah.
I'll let him keep going. That really pissed me off. I'm still really annoyed about that.
Yeah, that's just
I
fucking
mean,
irresponsible.
that just sounds like bad parenting.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah.
The people that stuff like they would just let their kids
Unless
do it, it's
the
terrible.
parent was like, fuck, I've been trying to get rid of him for a
Yeah,
while.
they're like, fuck that.
Sabotaged again.
that insurance plan, damn, it's really expensive, you know, monthly.
And that's a really late abortion plan. That is.
Do they? Wow.
Do they actually?
Oh my God.
Oh, that looks amazing.
Can you send that
Next
picture?
special.
Dan?
Get ready. Next special. We're fucking
like,
doing
doesn't this look amazing?
So
I'm
like,
hoping-
dude, and it was a really good job.